On August 8th, we will have the Leo New Moon combined with the magical Lionsgate cosmic alignment of our Sun with the Sirius Dog Star. And this will open an energetic portal that has been worshipped by Egyptians since the dawn of time, as Sirius appears at its closest point to the Earth. This Sirius star aligning with the Sun at its closest point to Earth gives us an increase in energy, an increase in abundance that you can really tap into now. This is a time for setting your intentions for whatever it is you want to manifest. Love, money, a home. And this energy can just be used like a magnet to draw in anything that you desire. Hello, healthy friends. This is Terry, and I am coming to you today from the Lava Lands here in Central Oregon, and this is the birthplace of a huge volcano at the Lava Buttes, and I just love the energy of this lava bed that just stretches out for miles and miles. And today I am talking to you about the Lionsgate vortex, and I've had so many Reiki students ask me to do this video to just explain what this Lionsgate is all about and what I mean when I say Lionsgate. And this is a tradition that goes back to Egyptian times when that Sirius dog star aligns with the Sun. And this would correspond to the rising tides of the Nile River. And as we know, this year more than ever, the rising river tides is so important. We are in a state of extreme drought here in the West. And I'm in Oregon, and we've never had a drought like this in 1,400 years. And so it really makes you realize how important that is for the rivers to rise with water. And water equals wealth. And so this is a time when the Egyptians would do their money spells and their rituals of abundance and wealth and having enough water to create the crops. And we should all be praying for water here in the West as we are in such a state of drought. And it's not as if this Lionsgate portal is just for the August 8th date. This energy will really take us all the way through the autumn equinox. And so this is the time on August 8th when this vortex of energy is open that you can really set your intentions for whatever you want to manifest. And then you can harvest it in the fall at the equinox time. And I myself will be praying for rain, praying for snow. I've never prayed for snow so hard in my life, but we need it here in the West, and we should all be putting out that prayer for snow this winter so that we have the water, and like the Egyptians, our rivers can rise with the water. And when we have this Sun Sirius star alignment on August 8th every year, it's as if a portal has opened and more light is just pouring through. And we can receive that light in the form of transmissions and downloads and energy. And it is much like a Reiki attunement, if you've ever had that. That energy can be so powerful, but it does come with some ascension side effects as well. I always say it's not all rainbows and unicorns. When you have that much energy coming through, you can get headaches or insomnia or feel really dehydrated and thirsty. So a lot of people will be having these crazy symptoms that they don't know what's going on if you're not aware that this energy is pouring through. But if you know about it, you can really embrace the energy and open yourself to receiving. And this energy is all about the heart chakra because it is the heart of the lion. And this year we have a special alignment because we have the new moon lion and the Lionsgate on the same day. That doesn't always line up like that, and it's like lion square. You know, we have so much of that heart of the lion energy to just open your heart chakra. This is a really good time for love connections, and if you are seeking love, this is a great time to put out your intentions for the love you want to manifest and really ask for what you want in a partner, and you might just get it. And this heart chakra energy just corresponds so well right now with the 9-star key, where we are still in that 9-star, the lover, that is ruled by fire and ruled by the heart. And so that 9-star, the lover star, is also opening your heart. This is just going to be a really good day for heart expansion. And as this brilliant blue dog star Sirius just opens this portal of light and energy, we can receive that energy to rebirth our lives. This may be a time when you can make really big changes and transformations. You might find yourself meeting a whole new circle of friends at this time. That is really common after the Lionsgate. You just have this new energy, this new leash on life to really go forth and be all that you were meant to be. And you won't have to try. You can just receive. Just get into the receiving mode. And this Lionsgate energy is particularly good for opening the third eye, to give yourself visions. You can have prophetic dreams right now. Really give yourself that time to rest and sleep and dream. You can have astral travels. The veil is very thin during the Lionsgate time. So it's a great time to connect with your ancestors and do ancestral healing, or to just connect with higher beings for channeling. This is just a great energy for connecting with something higher, something. Connecting with source is an amazing thing to do with this energy. And in numerology, of course, 8 makes that infinity, that snake eating its tail, and that 8 infinity sign is a sign of abundance and a time when you can bring wealth to you just like a magnet. And we have 8 plus 8 equaling 16 plus 5, because when you add up 2021, you know, that makes that we're in a 5 pentacle year, which is also a very good year for abundance. And we've got the 6 metal star in the center in the 9-star key. This is such a good year for making money and having abundance. And of course, abundance is more than money. It's, you know, love and family and friendship and all of that. But it's such a good year for abundance. And when we add up the 7 from the 8 plus 8 with the 5, what do we get? We get 12, which is this incredible master number in Egyptian numerology. And we have such a strong Egyptian influence on this Lionsgate. And 12 is a master number, and it signifies the healer stepping into the teacher, and the healers will become teachers. And this is a time for light workers to really step up, and healers to come forth and be all that they are. We need so much healing on our planet right now, and I know so many healers are really in high demand, myself included. I mean, you can't get a massage in Bend these days, but this is a time when the world needs healers to be the teachers and pave the path and guide us forward into this new world, this new paradigm that we're moving into. And when you take 1 plus 2 of the 12, you get 3, which makes that incredible pyramid energy. Again, this is such an Egyptian day, so we're getting all these symbols. So if you can do something with pyramid energy, I would love to be in an A-frame house on this Lionsgate. Just coming into that pyramid vibration will really help you tap in. And using sacred geometry on this day can be quite powerful too, like the yantra, which is several triangles combined. Anything you can do to just connect with that trinity, that 3 lines. And as I was getting downloads for this Lionsgate, this particular 2021 Lionsgate, boy, Sekhmet, the Egyptian cat goddess, really came forth and wanted her story to be told. And I think you can see why, because it's so appropriate for these times. Sekhmet was the daughter of Ra. And people were not worshiping Ra at this time in history, and Sekhmet was very upset. She wanted people to worship the sun god who was her father. And when people turned away and stopped worshiping Ra, she created a bunch of diseases and plagues to kill the people. And that sounds a little bit like COVID these days. And that just wasn't enough for Sekhmet, though. She wanted more. She had such a bloodthirst. So then she went to the streets and she just started violently killing people in these complete bloodbath. And even innocent people, even people who worshipped Ra, were being killed because Sekhmet just went kind of crazy with violence. And there was so much killings, and she even loved to sip up the blood just like a cat sipping milk. I mean, she really was the destroyer, Sekhmet the destroyer, some call her. And her father, Ra, thought maybe this is getting a little out of hand. She's killing thousands of people in this bloodthirst, just murdering viciously and sucking their blood. So he took red wine and red ale, and he just started pouring it all around into the streets, so that when Sekhmet was trying to slurp up the blood, she was actually slurping up the wine and the red ale and getting really drunk, and he was just trying to get her so drunk that she would pass out and he could get some control over her killing spree. So, wow, Sekhmet is just such a powerful symbol for this Lionsgate, and I will include some imagery of Sekhmet because she has the lion's head on a sexy woman's body, and she is this force of not only death, but she's also the force of life and healing, because just as she taketh away, she giveth too. She can heal people even from incredible prognosis of, you know, you've got cancer and there's not a chance you'll survive. And Sekhmet can come in. If you pray to Sekhmet and you offer her the red wine or the red ale, she will heal you. And she controls time and how much time do you have left on this earth. You can pray to Sekhmet to just get more time by just giving wine. And so this would be a great Lionsgate to maybe open a bottle of red. I'm not a wine drinker myself, but I mean, I think this is a good time to appease Sekhmet when we have all of this disease and plague. And she also controls, because she is related to the sun god, she controls over fire. And we are having so much fire in the West. And then you can also pray to Sekhmet to appease the fires. And this is why the temples in Egypt would place cups of red wine to appease Sekhmet and to have her blessing, and that she knows that they have faith in Ra. And this has gone on for churches for millennia, to put red wine in the temples and the churches as a form of prayer. And I think that it all began with Ra, the sun god, trying to appease his daughter who just went crazy and was killing people. And another reason why the temples would worship the goddess Sekhmet is because she is an incredible manifester. When you believe in her father, Ra, the sun god, and you call on Sekhmet to help you manifest, she will completely support her believers. And so she does this through a kind of alchemy, and you put out what you want, and Sekhmet helps you with the alchemy of creating, which totally ties into the numerology of number 12. I forgot to mention that 12 is also the number of alchemy, of creating something greater than what you are. And I feel like we are seeing this as, so many people are doing space exploration right now. And that's sort of a sign of we are looking for something greater than what we have here. And you can call on Sekhmet to manifest things so quickly. She controls time, so Sekhmet can speed up the time. You might think it would take a year to manifest something. Sekhmet says you can have instant, spontaneous healing. You can have these miracles where things manifest much quicker than you thought. And but that can also be difficult as this Lionsgate time. We will see time speeding up, and I feel that this whole 2021 year has felt like time is speeding up. Does anyone else feel like that? Leave a comment in below if you feel like time is speeding up, because I definitely do. And that's also in part Uranus, who has been making such a strong position all year, and he's also the planet of time speeding up. And so we are going through these massive transformations and big changes, and everything is happening so much quicker right now under this energy. And Sekhmet is going to come in and say, you can manifest overnight. What do you want? She can create that instant miracle through alchemy. And this new moon Leo on August 8th is also square to that Uranus in Taurus, and that is creating that diamond making pressure. I always think of squares as that just conflict, pressure, and it's causing big change. It's like you will be forced into a change, and the whole thing can be really unstable, like you're on a wobbly board on uneven ground. And remember that Uranus also rules over extreme weather, and we can really say that the fires and the floods and the earthquakes this year are all because Uranus is coming in so strong all year. I can't wait until it's not a year where we just had Uranus aspecting the full moon in Aquarius. Now he shows up again in this square to this Leo new moon, and the fixed signs are really feeling the pressure more than anyone. If you are a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, raise your hand. I know you're feeling it. And I have Scorpio and Leo and Aquarius, and Taurus is like where all my planets are. So I'm very fixed sign. I am feeling the pressure, and I'm sure you are too if you are a fixed sign. But everybody's feeling some of this. Nobody gets out without making some kind of change in this summer 2021. And this new moon Leo happening on 8/8, the Lionsgate, is going to be at 17 degrees of Leo moon with 16 degrees Leo sun. And we've also got Mercury in there at 23 degrees. We've got a stellium of planets lining up in that Leo aspect. So wherever in your chart you have 17 degrees of Leo, 16 degrees of Leo, you may have some planets that are aligning with this Lionsgate. For me, it's coming in right at my ascendant. I am a Leo rising at 18 degrees of Leo. So this is going to come right in to my Leo rising. And then it can also affect all those fixed signs like we were talking about, Taurus and Scorpio and Aquarius. So wherever you have 16 to 17 degrees of Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, that's where you're going to be feeling it too. And I have a whole stellium of planets at 16 degrees of Scorpio. So, with my Leo rising, I am definitely going to be feeling under pressure, like the song. I really am too. I'm feeling that I have so much work, and I'm juggling 3 jobs and being a mother, and yeah, the pressure cooker is real. And I'm just looking forward to fall when I have a vacation scheduled on the coast, But if you are a fixed sign and you have any planets in fixed signs, you can look at your chart. I'm going to do these Lionsgate astrology readings where I just read where is the Lionsgate showing up for you. And it'll be just $88. Just tapping into that 88 energy. And I will put the link down below. It'll be my website, Kamimi Healing Arts. And you can just go to there and get a Lionsgate chart that will show you where this Lionsgate is lining up for you. And I want to read the Sabian symbol for 18 degrees of Leo. We read a little ahead because it's really 17 and I think 41 degrees. So it's like the moon is going right into 18 degrees just as it goes new moon. And somebody asked in the comments why on the Aquarius full moon, which was in 1 degree of Aquarius, why I read the Sabian symbol for 2 degrees. And that is because the Aquarius full moon was at 1 degrees and 26, I believe. So if it goes over the 20 mark, I read for the next Sabian symbol because that's what we're stepping into. These planets, the moon moves pretty quickly. And so if it's a deep degree, we read the next Sabian symbol. But I love these questions. You guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I love reading your questions. Sometimes I forget that people don't know some of these little aspects of astrology, and I want to be here to teach you. So go ahead and ask me anything, and I will answer everything. And the Sabian symbol for 18 degrees of Leo is a chemist conducting an experiment for his students. And this is about inquiring into the hidden process of nature and the human mind experiencing the thrill of discovery of something new. And I can't help but thinking we're seeing alchemy here again as a chemist is creating an experiment with his students. Here we reach the level of intellectual analysis and human ability to have control over the natural process. And this ability is based on the inherited knowledge acquired by a community of people, and generation after generation, an individual can demonstrate power through learning, which is founded on a long series of cause and effect. And this current man is one link in the ancestral chain, which his activities will prolong into the future. I can't help thinking this Sabian symbol ties into the vaccination that we are currently having, which is man creating science that is so new, but it's also based on this ancestral lineage of the vaccines we've had in the past. And there is a collectivity of human beings coming together and approaching nature in terms of the possibility of transforming it in order to satisfy man's own needs and wants. And this is the highest level of activity of creation known as alchemy. The Sabian symbol talks about alchemy. The numerology number 12 talks about alchemy. And Sekhmet, who's coming through, talks about alchemy. I feel like the sign for this Lionsgate is alchemy. Just spend some time meditating on alchemy. What does that mean to you? And this energy of this Lionsgate New Moon in Leo is just really opening up new paths for us as we are in an awakening of new energy. This whole year seems to be a time of rebirth. And so you might find you're going on a new path. And if you're not on the right path of who you are and what you are to become, I feel like this new moon, the universe could just kick you right off that path. So if something changes, if you suddenly have a breakup or you lose your job or you lose your house, just go with it and know that this is source energy stepping in and changing your direction so that you can line up with the path you were meant to be on. And this energy can be so intense. Like I said, you can have these side effects. It's going to be kind of an intense energy for some of us. And if you don't know what's going on, it can feel like a healing crisis at this time. So really take the time to nurture yourself with whatever kind of spiritual practices you have. This is a great time for meditation, yoga, breath work, getting that body work, getting some healing. I'm teaching a Reiki for Abundance Lionsgate edition on August 7th, and I love this time to be giving attunements and for my students to receive an attunement just to line up with this powerful Lionsgate energy can be really magical. So if you can take some time to do something, even if it's just going out into nature. Nature is a wonderful place to be during this Lionsgate. Maybe you can go camping or get a little cabin and just tune out the world and go within and get the rest and the self-care. We are just craving that self-care all summer long, as it's been some really intense energy this summer. Take that time for yourself and really be with it. Even if it is a healing crisis that comes up, just know that source energy aligning you on the path to greater healing and to becoming all that you were meant to be. And now I just want to do an I Ching for this new moon 2021 Lionsgate. And I got the number 50 when I did the I Ching for this new moon. And the number 50 is the Ting, or the three-legged pot. And this is a very auspicious I Ching. This one is the I Ching. I always feel so lucky when I get the Ting, because that three-legged pot is all about cooking. And what is cooking but once again a state of alchemy? When you put food into a pot, this is a sign of wealth. For so many people, historically, just having food in a cooking pot over a fire is a sign of great abundance, to be fed, to be nourished. And this I Ching, this three-legged pot, is all about manifesting with source energy. When you create a magnificent meal in a three-legged pot, or maybe you put herbs in a cauldron, you are relying on a whole community of people who have brought that abundance to you. You are relying on the farmer who planted the seed to grow the food for you to put into your soup in the three-legged pot. And all of it is coming together if you will just allow it and receive it and let all that abundance come to you, just like food coming into that three-legged pot and cooking it over a fire and creating the alchemy, and knowing that you do not have to do it all alone, that there is a source energy working through you at this Lionsgate time to help support you on your cooking in the three-legged pot. You're creating that abundance, you're creating that alchemy to manifest whatever it is you desire. And I just love this I Ching for this Lionsgate new moon. And I am going to do a pendulum clearing now. And I just wish you to receive all that you desire and to find your right path forward to becoming all that you are meant to be and connecting to Source to support you on your journey. Thanks for watching.